Hello, it's me, Daisy De La Hoya, and today we're going to take a trip down memory lane as a extra additional feature of Pink Podcast, co-starring and also featuring Amber Renee. It is July 3rd, 2026, and it's also one of my favorite people's birthday, Mr. Tom Cruise. So, the reason why we're doing a little extra feature on this episode of Pink Cassette, episode number, I'm not sure, I forgot, about Tom Cruise, is because some people have said that I have never met Tom Cruise, which I thought is really strange. I don't know why they said that. It's probably because I keep taking off the photos, because I'm embarrassed of the photos. I don't know why. But I actually have met him. I met him twice, and it was for a brief moment. But let's go back to the year 2023. It's Mission Impossible, and it was actually the premiere in New York for Mission Impossible 7. And I was invited, special invite by a company that was hosting the event, and it was called the people that put on the event. It was a special ticket company where you can get invited to premieres. The premieres were you can get red carpet special guest invites to special premieres, and I was just searching online, and those premiere companies basically I was just like, how can I meet Tom Cruise? I'm sorry, I forgot the name of them, the name of the company, but lo and behold, one day I got into the inbox. If you are ready to meet Tom Cruise, then you just send an email back and we'll send you a ticket to this premiere. And I thought, my friends are like, this is fake, don't do this, you're not going to do it, it's all fake. And I'm like, no, it's not, I know it's not, this is, I can do this. And it turned out that I was right and they were wrong, and usually I'm wrong and they're right, but for once I was extremely lucky and it turned out that I was right. So I had to figure out how I was going to get to the premiere, and through the blessings of God and some really, really lovely best friends, I was able to get there, and I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to meet Tom Cruise. I am like in love with this person. I can't believe this. I'm so scared. I'm so nervous. And I was able to stay with a friend. It was like a quick in and out. One day you have to be there like right on time, or you were not going to be able to meet Tom Cruise. This is like, and so I got on the flight. The flight was delayed. It was a horrible, crazy situation. I was so stressed out because if you were like 1 second late, you were not going to be able to do this. And I was like, oh my God. And luckily I just like got there. Everything worked out, but I was so scared, so nervous. So the premiere event started. It was a very intimate experience. I couldn't believe it. And here is one picture that I didn't even know if I was actually able to take pictures. So here's one picture of Mr. Cruise that I got, because he's getting closer and closer. Like, I was like, holy cow, so surreal. I couldn't even believe that this was happening. And then he comes over to me. Of course, he's really nice to his fans, I hear, but for some reason, for me, he just like was like, yeah. But I got this beautiful picture of him. I thought it was like so stunning of him. He's like, do you want to take a picture? And I was like, yes. And he's like, okay, get your camera out. And he looked at it with an eagle's eye, and he's like, I think you're gonna need to take another one, because I had like 2 seconds to just get my camera out. And he was like, yeah, you're gonna need another one, because I didn't get myself in the camera. But honestly, I didn't really care. I like looked at it real quick, and I was satisfied with this picture, to be honest with you, because look how handsome he looks in this picture. I mean, so sexy. So sexy. So, I don't even know if that's appropriate to say about Tom Cruise, but I think that's appropriate because I'm just trying to be polite, but so sexy. I mean, I cherish this picture. When I first got this picture, I literally slept with it under my pillow every night, every day. It was soothing. Then he's like, you might want to take another one. I took this one with a blind eye. I had no idea what I was doing. I was like, yes, sir. Because, he's got hundreds of people waiting in line to take the picture. So I took this one, and this is a legitimately, I don't know what happened here. It was in the middle of the afternoon in New York at the Lincoln Square, and this weird lighting hit both of us. And this was the result. And he's like, looks at it and he's like, okay, cool. And I was like, okay, cool. And that was it. How can you argue with Tom Cruise? You just get the picture, move on, because, it's like he's got other people waiting. So I looked at it and I was like, wow, I can't believe I just took this picture with Tom Cruise. And I was satisfied. But I was so nervous. I was shaking my boots. I couldn't, I didn't know what to do. But then as the day went on, apparently this was going on, and I had no idea. There I am right here. That's me, nervous, as you could see, nervous. Look at me. But look at him, look, he's so cute, smiling. I was nervous, and when I'm nervous, I do this kind of thing, because I have, anxiety up the wazoo. And apparently, Entertainment Tonight was there, and they took these pictures. So this picture is courtesy of Entertainment Tonight. And thank you, Entertainment Tonight. And then I just followed him around because I was like, do you guys think I can get another one? You guys, talking to his other fan group, other fans around us, because I had never met him before, and, he had a big fan base. And so I was asking them, like, what, maybe I could get a better picture. I didn't know. I was like, this might be horrible. This is a horrible picture. What do you guys think? It has this weird stripe down the middle of it. And they're like, well, he's a really nice guy. Why don't you just go ask him? So I was kind of like following him around, and he zoops right up on the stage, and I didn't know what he was doing. And apparently he was giving out an interview, and this is what he was doing. And I didn't know what was going on, but there I am right there, all stupid looking. And I felt like I was stalking him, which I kind of was, but I didn't mean to. But and he was giving an interview with, again, Entertainment Tonight, and that's the picture they took. I didn't take that picture, obviously, but there I am in the background, and, again, this photo is courtesy of Entertainment Tonight, so, and there I was in the audience of Entertainment Tonight, but I had such a panic attack that I couldn't actually stay for the rest of the event, and I left, which I regret because I had this little ticket stub that said stay and watch the movie, but I didn't stay to watch the movie with Tom Cruise. I didn't know where my seating would be, and I missed it, and I was so sad. I kicked myself in the behind, because also my friends who were there for moral support, who got me ready, weren't able to come in, so I just sort of got freaked out, had a panic attack, because there were all these people, but I wanted to get a picture with some of the other cast members, but nobody really was there. Rebecca, Fawcett, or I can't remember how to pronounce her name, and some of the other cast members, but this gentleman, he was there, and I said, hey, let's take a picture, and he said, okay, and I just started feeling awkward and out of place, because I didn't really know if I belonged there or not, and I felt weird, so I got the heck out of there, and that was it. That was my end of that story. But I ended up going back and seeing him for his other Mission Impossible event in New York, just in last year in 2025, and I also felt awkward, but I didn't talk to him then, and I didn't actually even have a invite, but I figured I'd crash the party, and that was really awkward, and then I just left, and that's it. That's my Tom Cruise story. So I actually have met Tom Cruise, but he probably doesn't remember. Oh, and then somebody was nice enough to retouch this photo and get that weird awkward line out of there. So I have two versions. This is the original, and this is some beautiful version that somebody else did. So, but I don't really know. I have met him, but he probably doesn't remember. And then after the day that I had met him, I wrote this poem, and I put it in my journal. And I put it right in this journal. This is my notebook that I use for all my lyrics. I don't know how to show it to you right like that. And I wrote this poem. I said, dream with the fire in your heart. Love like you'll never fall. Make it feel like yesterday. The reasons are so far away. Even if the reasons are so far away. And that's what I wrote. The day that I met Tom Cruise, I wrote a bunch of poems, and that's it. I didn't really meet Tom Cruise. So if anybody says that I didn't meet Tom Cruise, I actually did meet Tom Cruise. Whether or not he cared or remembered, I don't know, but I did. So thank you. Happy birthday, Tom Cruise. And that's my story. And hopefully, that's it. Tom Cruise and me right there. So.